Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Alec DeBard. I'm with YNA. As you can see, I'm the Central Midwest Sales Representative. Today in the Zone, I am accompanied by Ivan Gomez, who is the Director of Sales at Project Content. Ivan, how's it going today?
Hey, Alec, I'm doing great, man. Thanks a lot for having me today.
Of course. So today what we'd like to talk about, Ivan, is Project Content. So I'd like to start off with just asking you, what is Project Content?
Yeah, great question. So essentially, we're a technology company that's really focusing on driving and changing the landscape around digital content creation for sign owners. We've been around for a little over 3 years and have really taken a deep dive into understanding the digital signage market and EMC space, and taking a look at the process for content creation and really how a lot of end user businesses that invest in digital signs have traditionally struggled with, kind of maintaining a quality level of content on the sign. So we've really kind of taken that and have turned it into a business to really streamline and make it much easier for end user businesses that invest in digital signage to keep them loaded with nice looking professional content to help drive a better ROI.
Gotcha. So now, does that only work with Next LED units, or can you work with any EMC manufacturer?
No, we are actually completely agnostic in that area. So, we have a very close relationship with Next LED, as I'm sure you know, do a lot of content for their signs, but Project Content Services and our subscription plans work across all makes and models and sizes of digital signs.
Gotcha. Very cool. Okay. So with that, so does it work then, talking back on Next LED products, does it work with both the Onyx series, which is a traditional EMC, and also our module unit, the Stacks product as well?
It does. When Next LED made the decision to partner with Project Content, I think we definitely had some shared synergies around the importance of software and user experience and ease of use. Not only around the hardware, so the Stacks or the Onyx units that they manufacture, but also the software piece, and really thinking about kind of what goes on that board, the process of creating content for it, and what options are out there today, whether it's through a signs operating system, outsourcing it to maybe a marketing agency or a graphic design firm, or investing in kind of expensive, challenging tools to use that maybe the designer types have more familiarity with. So we definitely took a deep dive into that around partnering with them, and kind of again sharing those synergies on the way that the market's headed and the importance of content, and really making sure that whole process and experience is very easy for end user businesses that invest in digital signs.
So you talk about software. So what are some of the key benefits of Project Content when it comes to software development with these companies?
Well, I think it really centers around ease of use. Kind of talking about those three distinct paths that a digital sign owner can go down when they think about doing content themselves. I would say that all of them kind of present different and unique challenges, particularly around learning curve, around best practices when it comes to content design for digital signs, and also the time invested that it really takes to become a good designer. When a business decides to invest in a digital sign, they want it to quickly produce a positive ROI, really as fast as possible. And the key with that, it really lies in content and what's running on the sign. If I've got red lettered text, or I've got an ad that just looks really bad up there, that's a poor reflection on the business. That can be a poor reflection on the dealer that sold the sign, all the way up the stream to the manufacturer or wholesaler of that board. And so really streamlining the process and creating an easy to understand, quick experience for creating an attention-grabbing piece of content. That's really the problem that we were trying to solve with Project Content and the services.
So with that, so if a new shop is looking to get into having their own content, what type of things can you guys provide to that new shop? Let's say if they have a new graphic designer, or if it's a small shop where they are going to do it themselves, what are things that you guys can provide to a shop like that?
Yeah,
What's
so
the payment?
so all of our services are delivered through monthly or annual based subscription plans. So there's three levels of services that they can choose from, kind of depending on where their budget and needs might fall. The biggest piece of value that they're going to get access to is probably our design team at the end of the day, and their expertise around creating content and following a close branding strategy that goes hand in hand with the type of content that an end user business might want on their sign. Now, our plans are kind of broken down into do it yourself and then also what we call do it for me. So when you register for any level of our services or you sign up, you get access to our online library of content. Today, that's about 700 images and growing by the day, along with our piece of technology that we call Presto. So Presto is a digital content editing tool that basically allows a subscriber to take any piece of content that's available in our library, edit it, size it, and render it to any make, model, or size of digital sign in about 3 minutes.
Wow, that's really impressive.
Yeah, so I would say, the speed, the ease of use, and the ability to quickly create a professional looking design that looks like it might have been created by a graphic design firm or a marketing agency, and being able to do all that affordably and through a web-based application is a huge piece of value that Project Content delivers on.
I would agree with that. Yeah, that's really cool, especially for new users that are inexperienced in that realm. So with that being said, do the users get to have a personal experience with an account executive, or how does that work inside Project Content? Let's say if a church, puts up a new sign and they have, they want to have messages on each seminar that they're going to have. What are some things that you guys can provide in that world as far as, understanding, their background and what they're looking to put on the EMC unit?
Sure. Yeah. So, yeah, we understand that every customer that comes on board probably has a different level of experience and expertise when it comes to content strategy and how much hand holding or help they want. So, as I mentioned a minute ago, we have three levels of service. In two of our three levels of service that include the custom content services, subscribers also get a dedicated account manager. So that account manager kind of serves several key purposes. First and foremost, they're the point of contact that's fielding those custom requests that the subscriber submits through their Project Content account. And then that designer can also act as kind of a content strategist. So a real good way to think about it is, I've got my own personal outsourced graphic designer that really understands my business, my needs, what I'm looking to achieve with my sign, and is helping not only to create the content, but drive home a strategy that, again, is going to ensure that very positive ROI.
Gotcha. So you talked about three levels of service. Can you go through what those three levels of service are?
Yeah, sure. So our base level service is our essential plan, designed very much to be a self-serving version of Project Content services. So under Essential, you get access to our online content library, and then up to 5 download credits or 5 pieces of content that can be edited and sized through our online library. Our middle tier of service is our premium plan. So again, kind of a combination of stuff you can do yourself, and then 2 custom requests that the subscriber can submit or have access to each month. And then finally, our ultimate plan. Ultimate is really kind of our top tier or our white glove level of service. So 10 pieces of content that you can do yourself each month from the online library, as well as 10 custom requests that you can submit and have our team do for you.
Gotcha. Very cool. So now when people listen to this and they hear, man, I'd like to get involved with, Project Content to create our software, do you need to have something installed if you already have a unit out in the field? Or is this something that you can just reach out to them and you can plug right into their units that they have already out in the field to create that content for them?
Yeah, so there's nothing to install. Project Content services, think of it a lot like a Netflix subscription. So you create an account and build out your sign profiles online. Your account is basically created with an email address and a password that the subscriber creates. Now, I would say, as far as direct customers of Yorston, those obviously being sign dealerships and then the end user business, we sell to all types of businesses and organizations. So if you're an end user business, very easy for that end user business to just go online, create their account online, and then choose their plan and how they want to pay. If you are a sign dealer, Project Content also offers partnership programs. So you can come on board as a certified reseller of Project Content services or an affiliate if you're a sign dealership. Really, what these programs present are a great opportunity to share in revenue with us. So as a sign dealer, you can line item Project Content subscriptions into EMC quotes, or go back to your legacy customer base that maybe you've sold EMCs to in the past, and pitch the Project Content services. And then we provide revenue sharing opportunities as kind of a kickback form to the dealer. That's kind of our reseller option. Our affiliate option is more of the dealer acting as just a referrer of leads back to the Project Content sales team. So we would handle kind of the heavy lifting in the sales process for our affiliates. And then anything we close down as part of a referral, then we're given a revenue share kickback to that dealer partner for that as well.
So regardless, though, so these sign shops do have a good opportunity to make some money on the back end of selling these EMC units as well, which is a continuous revenue stream for these sign shops essentially as well on these units.
Yeah.
Installed.
Absolutely. So the revenue sharing piece is really a huge value driver for our dealer partners, but also the assurance that once an end user subscriber has Project Content, or they're benefiting from our professional designs on their sign, that's a great reflection back to the dealer that sold the board, and really expands on the types of referenceable customers and quality EMCs that a sign dealer can show to other prospective customers that might be considering purchasing an EMC.
Gotcha. Well, so that's all the questions that I had for you today. Is there anything else you'd like to add about Project Content? Maybe a little bit about our partnership that you guys have with Next LED, with the credits that you get when you buy a new Next LED unit, either on the Onyx or Stack side?
Yeah, sure. Absolutely. So, we do content for a ton of Next LED manufactured signs, and we have a very close relationship with them. Talked a little bit about, our partnership a few minutes ago, but basically as part of the deal that we have in place with them, when an end user business or a sign dealer sells a Next LED manufactured sign, there's a $600 credit that is passed to the end user business. And that $600 credit is meant to be used towards the cost of Project Content services. So, as part of that partnership, we are really on a mission with Next LED to make sure all of their signs always look their best, and to overall, raise the game and level of quality content for EMCs across the country. And so, we're very excited to be partnering with them. Project Content as a standalone business, really wants to see EMCs as a whole kind of maximizing that value and keeping them looking their best. These are very powerful marketing and advertising tools when they're used the right way. And so much is tied back to, really what's on the sign and what that looks like to drive home the importance of engagement and the overall power of an EMC.
Awesome. Well, Ivan, really appreciate your time. Thank you guys for tuning in to this week on In the Zone. My name is Alec again. You can reach me at Alec@Martino Marketing, or you can also reach out to Ellen at yorstonandassociates.com, and she will get you to the local territory representative. Thank you so much and have a fantastic day.